Hello, welcome back to Chapter 7, Section 4, Properties of Logarithms. I'm working problems 7, 8, 9, and 10 on page 516. If you're looking at the PDF, it's page 31. I have that written down for you, so you don't need me to say that. In this section, we are really supposed to be using the power property. And if you recall, the power property looks something like this. If I have a log using a base, and I'm taking the logarithm of a number raised to a power. That power becomes part of the logarithm. And whatever b, there's going to be part of it here where it says b to what power equals a. Well, if I raise both of these to the power of p, then whatever that power is going to be multiplied by p. Whatever that power is the logarithm. So that's where the multiplying comes into place. I write the exponent p in front so that it doesn't get confused, because a lot of times people don't like to put parentheses in. So this is going to be log base b of whatever a is. So what's really happening is I'm just moving the exponent to the front and multiplying by the logarithm that's left. So if I look at this one, now this one, the directions say simplify, this one just equals 2. That's it, just equals 2, because in the next section, we're going to practice problems with inverse properties. And that's what I use for that one. But that's not what I'm supposed to do here, okay? I'm supposed to write it this way. Take the exponent and move it to the front, just like that. Now, if I keep simplifying it, this says 8 to what power equals 8. That'd be 2 times 1, which equals 2 again. So they kind of threw us an easy one. They do this a lot. They throw us an easy one that we can do in more than one way. Same thing with problem number 8 here. And actually, these are kind of related to those, okay? Just not as straightforward. But they kind of threw us an easy one that we can kind of say, I know it's supposed to be 2, but let's follow the property and see if I get 2, so that if I know I'm using the property right. That's the purpose of it. Please remember, it's not about getting the answer. It's about learning the skills. That's the important part. So make sure we know we're working on the skills. So for example, in do number 8, I know this should equal 5. 3, this is literally asking, and I use the word literally correctly, 3 to what power equals 3 to the 5th power? Well, duh. 3 to the 5th power equals 3 to the 5th power. There's no trick. So this has to equal 5. Now let's do it with the property. I take that exponent and I multiply log base 3 of 3. And here's how it's working. Because log base anything of that something, we learned about this in section 7.4, this is 7.4, sorry, 7.3. We learned that that is kind of an identity. So this becomes 5 times 1, which equals 5, like I said it would be. Okay, now for problem number 9, it's going to be a little tricky. I don't have, like here I had base 8 in the exponent, base 3 in my logarithm, base 3 in my exponent. Here I have base 7, and I have 49 in my logarithm as the base of my exponent of my logarithm. Okay, but you know 49 is a power of 7, so we still should be able to do this. Let's see what we got. So I'm going to take the 3, and I'm going to multiply it times log base 7 of just 49. Now I know that 7 to the 2nd power equals 49. So this is 3 times 2, which equals 6. So again, we're practicing the power property. That's why we're doing this. You could have, if no one's looking over your shoulder and you already know everything, okay? And in that case, yes, you are supposed to just find the answer. Okay, so like maybe you're taking like a college entrance exam test or an IB test or something. So you have all the tools at your disposal. If I did that, I'll write it down here. This would have been log base 7 of 7 to the 2nd power to the 3rd power. And 7 to the 2nd power to the 3rd power is 7 to the 6th power. So then, saying 7 to what power equals 7 to the 6th power, that would be my 6. So that's how those two things are related. Last one, number 10. So I'm going to take my exponent. I'm going to write 4 times log of 1/2. And I think Dr. Berger's being a little cutesy here. We're using fractions and decimals. Let's pick one and just stay with it. So I'm going to change this to 1/4. Now it might be a little bit easier to see. I'm thinking 1/2 to what power equals 1/4? Well, that would be to the 2nd power. 1/2 times 1/2 equals 1/4. So this would be 4 times 2, exponent 2, which equals 8. That's all there is to those. We'll see you in the next video.